Hi everyone, my name is Aarush Mahajan. In in November, I stood before you in SF with a spark. Today, I'm here to show you how that spark became a wildfire. This is Carbon Conversations 2.0, moving from 30 days of action to 365 days of systemic impacts. SF felt like the ultimate group project for Earth. Meeting global finalists challenged my assumptions, but it also taught me something critical. The energy of a summit needs a permanent home back where I come from. I didn't want that momentum to fade. I wanted to bring the turning green fire back to Pune. In November, Carbon Conversations was just a toolkit, mostly posters and conversation circles. By April, it evolved into an ecosystem. We are now over in 15 schools, reaching more than 3,000 students. We replaced 100% of our waste with seed paper and recycled materials. Why? Because climate anxiety doesn't stop after 30 days, and our tools shouldn't either. Looking at our first version, the realization was simple. It just wasn't enough. We lacked local context, a digital hub to connect offline pockets, and a plan for the day after the challenge. To survive, this had to move from a toolkit to a complete 365-day movement. So, like any other person would do, we built the hub. It's the bridge between intention and action. It transforms all the offline circles into a permanent school club supported by AI helpers, monthly challenges, and it's the infrastructure that embeds sustainability to any school's DNA. Coming home changed my strategy. SF showed me the world cares. Pune showed me people don't know how to start. Teachers are overworked, students are anxious. We realized that if we want action, we need to make it effortless to begin. On December 1st, I went into build mode. My winter break was spent between cold DMs and code reviews. This was the moment Carbon Conversation stopped being just a file on my PC and became a product for any student to navigate as easily as an app. This was the first build. The first 10 days was transferring everything I learned in SF into a framework for India. 11 to 20 days went in of Figma screens and debugging and coding. By New Year's Eve, the hub now had a heartbeat. It meant the project no longer depended on me being in the room. It could run while I was in school, sleeping, eating, or even writing an examination. But like every hub, it needs a community. I partnered with Pranav on EcoSage AI and Jack with Carbon Track. Our allies grew through late night video calls, mentors who believed in a 17-year-old from Pune, from the Earth Prize to Mission Green Mumbai. So we made climate action personal with Carbon Buddy, our homemade AI. It runs on a $60 board made in my room with no cloud dependency, using just 1 cup of water per 20 prompts. It doesn't give any random Wikipedia answer. It gives a student a 4-step executable plan that they can do for any type of question they ask. Now, EcoSage is the heart and jewel of the project. EcoSage bridges the inequality of sustainable shopping. Now, not everyone has a Good Earth organic store nearby now, do they? We curate products based on material and footprint, giving families the data they need to move past the greenwashing done by large companies and into verified sustainability. Behind the scene, it was all just structured chaos. I reverse engineered what made past global winners successful and built my own checklists and templates on top. I did the heavy lifting so that the next school who wanted to start this project doesn't have to struggle the way I did. In January, we released this hub. We iterated the user experience to feel less like a school project and more like a brand, something students actually wanted to be associated with. Carbon Conversations also became a launchpad. We partnered with Maximally for sustainable hackathons and used our PGC funding to seed other youth-led projects. When we align with groups like the Earth Prize, our impact doesn't just add up, it multiplies. January and February, the numbers started validating us. By February, we hit more than 15,000 views on Instagram and more than 1,300 site visitors. More importantly, we began making toolkits from seed paper. We ensured that even the materials used to teach sustainability would never end up in a landfill. In February, we hosted the Earth Dialogue event in Delhi, one of the most polluted cities, as I said in November. I watched 100 students argue over climate data, and it was the greatest thing ever. It proved that when you give the youth the right data, they don't just learn, they lead, they adapt. By April, the prototype phase was over. Our PGC clubs moved from big assignments to small weekly actions. The feedback was clear. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Sustainability in practice. We practiced what we preached. Our Mars toolkits were made from waste, literally. It took 100 to 150 phone calls to convince a printing company that this wasn't just a school project, but a real experiment in the circular economy. Now, innovation must also be affordable for the country I'm living in. By making our own seed paper, we dropped the complete toolkit cost to just 20 rupees, about 25 cents. A student can learn from a page, then plant it. The learning grows into a flower instead of being dumped at a landfill or in your home dustbin. Infrastructure started to change. This is where conversations turned into infrastructure. Seven of our partner schools are now primarily solar powered. We've replaced all plastics in the school with jute and reforested 10% of our own school backyard property. We are also changing the physical grounds that we walk on. The younger kids now wanted in. We partnered with the Bharat Scouts and Guides. They became a ground force, spreading the website to families and following up with teachers on toolkits. The ecosystem was growing younger as well as stronger. Now, I'm standing here and presenting it to you, but this is the work of a complete team. Me, Shreyas, Joseph, Daksh, and Rehan, they are the engine behind the strategy, the logistics, and the outreach. By April, our metrics moved from vanity to impact. 3,200 visitors, 250 plus AI chats, 225 kgs of carbon dioxide saved. Every number represents a real change in habit. We didn't just build a project, we built an ecosystem of about 10 organizations. These over here aren't just logos. They are the mentors who said yes when they could have said no. Our live supporter wall tells their story. The work led to awards, but those aren't the main goal. This is my last year in high school. I may not see how far this goes in person, but I'm happy knowing that the seed is sown and my underclassmen are going to take it to another level. What I need next is that 1.0 was the spark. 2.0 is the complete blueprint. To reach our goal of 50 schools and about 10,000 students by the end of this year, I need the complete village. I need school pilots, ethical AI mentorships, and help scaling this model globally. I'll keep shipping, I'll keep listening. I just need you to help me build the bridge. Thank you to Judy, Sue, Erin, Hannah, Allison, as well as Shaheen for believing in youth leadership, and to my partners Pranav, Jack, and Aradhya. Thank you very much for building this future with me. From a summit in SF to a hub in Pune, 15 plus schools, 3,000 plus students, and a forest 10% restored, this is my story from November to April. I've built the prototype. Now let's build the movement. For an example, I'll be showing you my hub right now. This is the main page of the Carbon Conversation website. When you land on the page, you are directed to monthly toolkits. You can discover your own footprint as well as talk to Carbon Buddy, the homemade AI. You can just ask a simple question with like, what's the carbon footprint from a flight from Mumbai to Delhi? It's going to give you a complete list, not just a Wikipedia answer. This is our impact so far. These are the two tools that we use, the EcoSage AI and Carbon Track. And this is how they work together. All details, any newcomer who comes to this page is going to be directed with. It's not not a complete site where only tech savvy person can navigate it. Any normal person can use it as well. You can click over here and explore the monthly toolkits that are made. This is the upcoming toolkits. This is the Feb toolkit, March toolkit, and the current April toolkit, which you can see over here. You can check your metrics by completing the targets. This is the complete toolkit, which you can go on my site and read along with. You get challenges, you get measurable impacts, and you have 4 weekly challenges. After you've completed one, the next one will be unlocked, then the next one, then the next one. And you can track all of this on your user page. This user page will have the challenge points, kg of CO2 saved, challenges done, resources read, badges, day streaks, everything. After the monthly toolkits, we have the main group, the EcoSage app. You can launch the EcoSage, you can upload and analyze as well as click pictures. You can choose an image right over here. where I'll be uploading a clean canteen bottle. After analyzing, it's going to give you the complete details of how this works. By the time this gets analyzed, we're going to move to carbon track. As you can see over here, you can just log an activity over here of what you have done on this site, and you're going to get the complete details of how much kgs of CO2 you have saved and how much you can save it in the future. After you've used the tools, the Carbon Buddy, you can move on to the community. You can join the PGC club that we have started in our school, and you can take guidance from us to open a PGC club in your school as well. You have a shop where you can buy the custom t-shirts that are made out of recycled materials, a polyester t-shirt and a cotton t-shirt. An example for the t-shirt right here, you can see on my screen. This is the one I have. And you can have the monthly climate toolkit box, which contains the complete toolkit with seed papers. It's free of cost. You have to pay only for the shipping. If you don't want it, you can read it as a PDF on our website. It gives you a complete sustainability score. And you can see it analyze that it's clean canteen, it's reusable water bottle. And you can do even a new scan with your webcam available, or you can upload it. This was the EcoSage app, and this is my carbon conversation project. I'd like to thank everyone for this project over here. And my name is Aarush Mahajan. I'm a high school senior in GG International School in Pune, and this is my project. Thank you.